Hello everyone, myself Rashmi MN from LMS Power Electronics team. This is the session 11 of Power Electronics course. In this session, you will mainly learn about R firing and RC firing circuit. The table of contents of this session includes firing angle, R firing circuit, RC firing circuit, and at the last of the session, there will be multiple choice question. First, let us see what is firing angle. Firing angle, let us consider a AC sinusoidal waveform. In this, let us consider positive half cycle of the supply. Here, the angle at which the SCR turns on, taking 0 point as a reference, is known as firing angle. Here you can see the gate pulse has occurred here, and is because of this SCR has been triggered. Once the SCR has been triggered, it starts conducting. The green shaded portion is the conduction period. This conduction period is the conduction angle. The conduction angle is given by 180 degree minus alpha. Alpha means firing angle. If the firing angle is more, then the conduction period reduces. If the firing angle is less, then the conduction period is increased. Now let us see what are the different types of firing circuit. The different types of firing circuit are R firing circuit, RC firing circuit, and UJT firing circuit. Let us now see first R firing circuit. The R firing circuit mainly consists of AC supply source which is connected to the load, and it consists of components R minimum, variable resistance R, diode D, thyristor T1 or SCR T1, and the stabilizing resistor RB. First, let us see the concept of R firing circuit. R firing circuit mainly has two parts, the load circuit part and the gate control circuit part. What is load circuit part? If the thyristor is connected to the load, then it is said to be a load circuit part. And gate circuit means gate is connected, the components which are connected to the gate, that comes as gate control circuit part. Okay. Now for this, let us see what happens in the positive half cycle of the supply and what happens in the negative half cycle of the supply. With positive half cycle of the supply, we have, now you can remember the characteristics of SCR. By remembering the characteristics of SCR, we know that SCR conducts only in the forward bias condition, and also if we supply the gate. In positive half cycle of the supply, let us assume there is no gate pulse. Since there is no gate pulse, SCR will not turn on, and since SCR will not turn on, so the voltage across the load will be 0. Now let us take the same condition with positive half cycle of the supply. Let us assume there is a gate pulse. Under this condition, SCR is said to be turned on. Yes, SCR is turned on. So current starts flowing through the load circuit. You can see here current is flowing from supply and it is flowing in the load circuit. So let us see the characteristics now. In the characteristics, you can observe this Vs means AC source, AC supply voltage. Here this is the triggering pulse. Once triggering pulse is given, SCR is turned on. Once SCR is turned on, load current starts flowing in the load circuit. Hence, load voltage will be equal to the supply voltage. This is what you can see here. The load voltage is equal to the supply voltage. Load voltage is V0, which is equal to the supply voltage. And once SCR is turned on, voltage across the SCR will be equal to 0 volts. Ideally it will be 0 volts, but practically it will be 1 or 2 volts. Next, let us take next condition. What happens in the negative half cycle of the supply? In negative half cycle of the supply, by please memorize the characteristics of SCR. In the characteristic of SCR does not conduct in reverse bias condition. Yes, okay. Under reverse bias condition, SCR is off. So let us see the characteristics curve. Since SCR is off, in the negative half cycle of the supply, voltage across the load is 0. So V0 is 0. And because SCR is off, the entire voltage, supplied voltage will appear across the SCR. So what is the voltage across the thyristor? Thyristor is, it will be Vt is equal to Vs. So thyristor voltage Vt is equal to the supply voltage. Because it is in off condition, whatever we apply voltage across the supply, it will come across the SCR. So under off condition, thyristor voltage is equal to the supply voltage. Let us now study the control circuit components of R firing circuit. It includes R minimum, the variable resistance R, diode D and resistance RB. First let us see why we need R minimum, that is the limiting resistor. The limiting resistor, as the name itself says, that it limits the gate current to a safer value. It limits the current flowing into the gate. If this resistance would have not been there, means the entire supply current would have gone into the gate and thyristor would have been triggered immediately. So we need R minimum in order to limit the gate current. So in order to calculate the limiting resistance value, we have an equation. The limiting resistance value R min should be greater than equal to Vm divided by Ig. Vm means it is the maximum peak value of the supply voltage and Ig is the maximum gate current. Next let us see the resistance Rb. Rb is the stabilizing resistor. The gate voltage appears across this resistance Rb. Next, diode D. Why we need diode D is it blocks the negative current flowing into the gate terminal. So it acts as a blocking diode as it blocks negative supply into the gate. Next, we are seeing why we need a variable resistance R. The variable resistance controls the firing angle of the SCR. If this value is high, then the current flowing through into the gate reduces and hence the firing angle increases. Hence, because firing angle has been increased, the power delivered to the load decreases. With reduction in this value, the gate current increases and hence the firing angle reduces and hence the power delivered to the load increases. You can observe here, if the firing angle reduces, then power delivered to the load increases. If the firing angle increases, the power delivered to the load decreases. And also you can observe that the gate voltage is in phase with the supply voltage. Hence the firing angle cannot go beyond 90 degree. This is the main limitation of our firing circuit. Now let us see the comparison with increase in the resistance and if the resistance is very less, what are the parameters. If the resistance is very large and if the gate voltage is less than VGT. VGT means is the gate threshold voltage. If the gate voltage is less than the gate threshold voltage, the SCR will not turn on. Since SCR has not been turned on, if SCR is not turned on, you can see in the graph itself. If SCR is not turned on means voltage across the load is 0. Yes, you guessed it right. The load voltage is 0 and voltage across the SCR Vt will be equal to the supply voltage. With lower resistance, lower variable resistance, that is then the gate voltage will be higher than the threshold voltage. If under this condition SCR is said to be turned on and the firing angle will be less than or equal to 90 degree. So the load voltage will be equal to the supply voltage. You can see here, once the SCR has been triggered, the load voltage V naught will be equal to the supply voltage, and whatever will be the voltage across the SCR, it will be ideally 0 volts, but practically it will be 1 or 2 volts. This is what our firing circuit. Next slide. In the next slide we'll see RC firing circuit. RC firing circuit. The main limitation of R firing circuit is that the firing angle in R firing circuit cannot go beyond 90 degree. That limitation can be overcome here, which has the firing angle of 0 to 180 degree. This circuit mainly consists of a resistor, a capacitor, a diode D2 and a blocking diode D1. This diode D1 blocks the negative current flowing into the gate, and the variable resistor R acts in controlling the firing angle. Okay, now let us see how this works. Let us analyze the circuit considering negative half cycle of the supply. With negative half cycle of the supply, the capacitor starts charging with lower plate as positive and upper plate as negative via the diode D2. This capacitor charges till the negative maximum, that is minus V max. Now let us see the waveform of RC firing circuit. Here the solid line indicates the waveform of the supply voltage, and the dotted line indicates the waveform of voltage across the capacitor. Here in the negative half cycle of the supply, the capacitor charges till minus V max. Once the supply voltage keeps on reducing from minus V max to 0, voltage across the capacitor remains at minus V max itself till the supply voltage reaches 0. Once the supply voltage comes to the forward positive half cycle, you can see here. Now what happens? Once positive half cycle is across the source, capacitor starts charging from the variable resistor. This is because with positive half supply, the diode D2 becomes reverse biased. Hence, the capacitor starts recharging via the variable resistor with upper plate as positive and lower plate as negative. Now, you can see the waveform. In the positive half cycle, the voltage kept on increasing. Hence, capacitor starts recharging from minus Vm, it started recharging. Once the capacitor started recharging, at some point of time, the voltage across the capacitor will be equal to the threshold gate voltage. At this point, SCR will turn on. Once the SCR will turn on, voltage will appear across the load. Therefore, load voltage V0 is equal to the supply voltage. Under this condition, once the SCR is turned on, load voltage is equal to the supply voltage, and voltage across the SCR will be equal to 0 volts. This is ideally, but practically it will be 1 or 2 volts. This is what we have written here. This is the waveform. You can see. I'll repeat it once again. This the solid line indicates the supply waveform, and the dotted line indicates the capacitor waveform. In the negative half cycle of the supply, the voltage across the capacitor will be minus Vm. Once the negative half cycle keeps on reducing till 0, the voltage of the capacitor retains at minus Vm itself. In the positive half cycle of the supply, voltage across the capacitor starts recharging, and once it reaches the once it reaches a threshold gate voltage, SCR turns on. Once SCR turns on, voltage across the load will be equal to the supply voltage. And also at the turn on time, voltage across the thyristor will be 0 volts. This is there are two waveforms you can observe here. This is for higher value of variable resistance, and this one is for lower value of variable resistance. We know that for higher value of variable resistance, as resistance increases, gate current reduces. As gate current reduces, the firing angle increases. So with higher value of R, there will be large firing angle. With large firing angle, the power delivered to the load will be less. And with low value of variable resistance, there will be a large gate current. Because of large gate current, there will be only small firing angle. Because of the firing angle is less, the voltage delivered to the load will be high. So to conclude this, as the firing angle increases, power delivered to the load decreases. As the firing angle decreases and the power delivered to the load increases. This is what RC firing circuit. So I hope you have learned R and RC firing circuit. And next we'll move on to multiple choice questions. The first question, in case of R firing circuit with VGP greater than VGT. VGT means gate threshold voltage and VGP means peak gate voltage. So the answer is, I hope you guessed it right, alpha is less than 90 degree, that is answer B. We know that in R firing circuit, the firing angle cannot go beyond 90 degree. So obviously the answer is alpha less than 90 degree. Next question, in a R resistance firing circuit, the firing angle cannot be greater than 90 degree. Yes, and this is this answer I already told in the first multiple choice question itself. So the answer is B. Yes, you can see the waveform here. Here the supply voltage is in phase with the gate voltage. As the supply voltage is in phase with the gate voltage, the firing angle cannot be greater than 90 degree. That is answer B. Next multiple choice question, in a resistance firing circuit, diode D is used as switch or rectifier or blocking diode or none of the above. Yes, I hope you guessed. It is answer C, that is blocking diode. Answer C, because you can see here negative half cycle should not enter into the negative gate the negative half cycle should not enter into the gate terminal. Hence, if we use diode, we know that diode is a unidirectional device. It conducts only in the positive half cycle and it does not conduct in negative half cycle. So in order to block the negative voltage, we use diode because it is a unidirectional device. So because it blocks the negative voltage, it is called as blocking diode. The fourth question, for an SCR, if VG, that is the gate voltage, is less than minimum gate voltage, yes, it does not trigger. SCR, the option is SCR is triggered, SCR is not triggered. SCR will not trigger. In order to turn on, in order to trigger the SCR, the gate voltage should be greater than minimum gate voltage, that is gate threshold voltage. The fifth question, as firing angle increases, the power delivered to the load, what? Yes sir, increases. Option A increases, option B decreases, option C neither increase nor increase, it should be not decreased, and option D remains same. Yes, as a firing angle, I already explained this, it B decreases. You can see here, higher the value of R, the firing angle is more. As the firing angle is more, the power delivered to load will be less, and lower the firing angle, the power delivered to the load is more. So coming to the question, as firing angle increases, the load delivered, power delivered decreases. The next question, the firing angle range in RC firing circuit is, yes, I hope you guessed, it is answer C, that is alpha, that is range is 0 to 180 degree. The next question, the R firing circuit firing angle cannot be increased beyond 90 degree because we already studied this in multiple choice question 2. The gate voltage is in phase with the supply voltage. Hence, the firing angle in R firing circuit cannot go beyond 90 degree. So, the answer is C. Next question. For a R firing circuit, the maximum value of source voltage is 100 volts. Find the minimum resistance to be inserted to limit the gate current to 2 amps. I hope you remember this equation. We know the equation that R minimum is should be greater than or equal to V max divided by maximum gate current. So the value of R min is equal to V max means 100 divided by IG means 2 amps. 100 divided by 2, it is 50 amps. Yes, the answer is B, 50 amps. You can see here the equation, R min should be greater than or is equal to Vm divided by Ig. Here Vm they have given, it is 100 volts and Ig is 2 amps. So the answer is 50. Now, next question. In RC firing circuit, as variable resistance increases, the firing angle, as I already told, please remember, as the resistance increases, the firing angle also increases. So the answer is A. The last question, in RC firing circuit, during negative cycle of supply voltage, the capacitor C, the options are charges through diode D2 with lower plate negative, option B charges through diode D1 with lower plate negative, option C charges through diode D2 with lower plate positive, option D charges through diode D1 with lower plate positive. Yes, I hope you guessed it. It charges through diode D2 with lower plate positive. You can see the circuit here. During the negative half cycle of the supply, it charges, the capacitor charges with lower plate positive via diode D2. So I hope you understood both R and RC firing circuit. Thank you for listening. I hope the session was useful to you all. Thank you. Finally, last but not the least, I like to thank all the committee members for giving me an opportunity to work in this Power Electronics LMS project. Thank you all.